the soundtrack in your household? What kind of music did you grow up with?
Actually, a lot of singing. My mom used to make a song for everything. It's funny because as a child, my brother and I used to joke, like when we'd be asleep and we'd hear her singing this coming up the stairs, like, no, we have to go to school.
That's how she'd wake you up?
Yeah.
What would she say?
There was this song, she go, I can't remember the lyrics, it's in Spanish, but she goes, que linda mañana, and then something, da 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 da, wa wa da 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 da, que linda mañana. Like she would wake us up with that beautiful morning. Yeah, I mean, exactly. That's really beautiful. It's a shame that I had such an aversion to school. I couldn't appreciate her singing.
When you perform, you stand, you play the bass, and you also sing. It's interesting because sometimes you're playing these deep the bass, but you're singing in a fairly high octave. Two very separate things are going on. And we can actually really hear that. There's one track in particular, track 5. Why don't we take a listen to it?
Sure. Maybe the reason that you hear so distinctly that difference between the voice and the bass, you think about it because I'm the same person doing it. But in any musical setting, you have these extremes of registers and frequencies, and that's what makes a band sound full and beautiful. Textures, yeah, different textures and colors and sounds. And for me, it doesn't feel strange. It feels as natural to me as I think playing piano must feel. You hear the separation, you hear how the melodies of your left hand and your right hand fit together. So for me, I'm kind of doing those two extremes just with one person, and it allows me to kind of lead the listener in different ways because I'm really controlling two of the most important parts of the group, in my opinion, of course.
You sing in Spanish and in Portuguese.
That's right.
And in some cases, you sing in lyrics that are almost a language of your own. Would you call it scatting or vocalese?
Yeah. It's so weird.
Esperanza, a language of its own?
That's what it is. Esperanza. I don't know. I don't like the word scat anymore because I learned what it literally means. And it literally means pooping. If I can say that on the radio. I don't know. I just feel like I'm playing like a horn player. I mean, I'm soloing or I'm playing the melody, I'm singing the melody. Like a track like I Adore You is a song that I wrote. And I thought about putting lyrics to it, but it doesn't make sense because that type of singing is like a very fast melody that literally a horn player can play and play. You know, so why would I put lyrics to it? It's good how it is, you know?
A lot of people are worried about the future of jazz, worried that your generation won't embrace jazz or support it. Do you worry about that? Do you share those worries?
Yes and no. I see what many people are talking about when they say that. Part of the problem that I think there is that when we say the word jazz, most people conjure up a very archaic art form. When you really think about what jazz evolved into, it literally evolved into every art form that we have now. I think neo soul has all the elements of jazz, and I'm sure that hip hop has every single element. And as long as young people care enough to find what that true art is, they'll always be exposed and interested in jazz because it's there.
Esperanza, it's been a pleasure.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much. And you can hear more from the album Esperanza at our website, npr.org/music. La, 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 la. You're listening to All Things Considered from NPR News.
Support for NPR comes from NPR stations and from the Annie E. Casey Foundation, working to help vulnerable kids and families succeed at aecf.org. From Lumber Liquidators, hardwood, bamboo, and cork flooring, catalog at lumberliquidators.com. And from the Doris Duke Charitable Foundation, celebrating 10 years of support for the performing arts, environmental conservation, medical research, and the prevention of child abuse. This is NPR, National Public Radio.
Marketplace is coming up next on WOSU, NPR News, and Classical Music.
Support for WOSU comes from State Farm agent Bill Holznauer.
This is listener-supported WOSU 89.7, WOSU HD1, and WOSU 820 Columbus, WOSB 91.1 Marion, WOSE 91.1 Coshocton, WOSP 91.5 Portsmouth, and WOSV 91.7 Mansfield. Streaming on the web at WOSU.org. WOSU, NPR News, and Classical Music. Rain expected tonight in Columbus, a low of 47 degrees. The time is 6 o'clock.
Marketplace is supported by Putnam Investments, managing a wide range of tax-exempt portfolios. Details at putnam.com. Produced in association with the University of Southern California.
News Corp has MySpace. If Carl Icahn gets his way, Microsoft may have Yahoo. And today, in the latest virtual land grab, CBS says it's going to have CNET. From American Public Media, this is Marketplace.
Marketplace is supported by Grant Thornton, serving their audit, tax, and advisory clients worldwide with people who love what they do. Online at grantthornton.com. Marketplace Entrepreneurship Reporting is supported by Lenovo, official computer partner of the Olympic Games. Lenovo dedicates 1% of income to support entrepreneurship and social ventures worldwide.
From the Frank Stanton Studios in Los Angeles, I'm Kai Ryssdal. Great to have you with us today. It is Thursday, May the 15th. Its little slice of the web is going to come cheap for CBS. The sticker price on CNET is $1.8 billion. That's a hefty 45% more than the company's stock was worth at the opening bell this morning. It's not hard to see why the sale makes sense for CNET. It's a pre-dot-com bubble icon that's run into some trouble of late. We asked Stacey Vanek Smith to find out what's in the deal for CBS.
CNET just reported a $6 million loss, and it's been battling dissident shareholders. So why would CBS pay such a premium for the tech news giant? Porter Bibbs with MediaTek Capital Partners.
This was a kind of Murdochian offer you can't refuse, the way he came at Dow Jones with his $5.2 billion offer.
The deal will make CBS the 10th largest internet network on the web. CNET owns dozens of sites like ZDNet and GameSpot and pulls in more than 105 million visitors a day. It also owns the Boardwalk and Park Place of online real estate, URLs like news.com, download.com, and tv.com. Bibbs says CNET will dramatically expand CBS's reach.
They also are extremely well positioned in Europe and in Asia, particularly in China. They've been in China for nearly 10 years.
Bibbs says if CBS had offered less, the deal might have gotten drawn out, Yahoo Microsoft style, with other companies making bids. Still, CBS bought itself a pretty expensive insurance policy, says industry analyst Rob Enderle.
This offer from CBS seems to be a very generous offer, given CNET's performance of late.
Enderle says other tech news sites are doing a better job of covering the industry for a lot less money. But for CBS, buying an internet audience is easier than building one. Jeff Jarvis teaches journalism at City University of New York.
This is a long tradition